Welcome to week 18 of the NFL regular season. We are in the final week right now. And I'm recording this 40 minutes before the first game starts today. So I'm going to try and get this out. I completely neglected to do this. I just fed my daughter, and I've realized, oh shit, I didn't record the predictions, and there's a game today. So, last week I went 8-8, putting me still in fourth, and it looks like Travis's lead is slowly thinning. We're gonna see if Bryant can catch up. My full record is 156 and 100. And without further ado, I say let's get into it. We gotta bust this shit out. I decided to use just a random game that kind of has slightly the most stakes. You know, it's an NFC South match, so it's the one that. So I'm using. I'm flustered right now. I'm using the Panthers versus the Buccaneers. And I do think I actually made it in the Panthers stadium, but whatever. Who cares? I use that one for my background footage. And that's the first game we're going to talk about. The Panthers taking on the Buccaneers today at 3:30 p.m. Last week, the Buccaneers lost to the Dolphins 20-17, and the Panthers lost to the Seahawks 27-10, putting them in a win or out situation, basically, putting the Panthers at an 8-8 and the Buccaneers at a 7-9. However, if the Buccaneers win and the Falcons win, Panthers will take the division. But for this game, I have the Buccaneers winning a close one. I think it's going to be close, but I will say the Buccaneers are going to win just because I tend to get it right, or I tend to get it wrong. Buccaneers win 27-20. And the other game today, we have 7 p.m. Seahawks taking on the 49ers. I thought about doing this game for my game of the week. I do think this is going to be game of the week, in all honesty. And the Seahawks, like I said, they beat the Panthers 27-10 last week, and the 49ers won a thriller against the Bears 42-38. This is a number one seed scenario, I think, for both of these teams. And in the end, I do think the Seahawks are still frauds. I'm going to say it. And the 49ers win 36-32. We're just going to say that. And then starting tomorrow, we got all of our noon games. We got the Colts taking on the Texans. The Colts losing a close one, surprisingly, to the Jaguars 23-17. And the Texans beating the Chargers 20-16. So in the end, the Texans, they're on a bit of a roll. I think that's their fifth in a row. I don't know if that's their fifth in a row or not. Let me double check. I'm not gonna double check. I'm too lazy. Okay, I'm double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's their eighth in a row. And I think they're going to end it with 9 in a row. I think they do beat the Colts because the Colts are still – they're probably going to start they're probably still starting Phillip Rivers. I don't know. But I don't think the Colts are good. I've always thought that they were going to be frauds this season. And in the end, I was right. I don't know if I ever said it. But the Texans do win this one probably handily, 27-13. Next, we got the Browns taking on the Bengals. The Browns took down the Steelers last week 13-6, and the Bengals destroyed the Cardinals 37-14. This is a nothing game. We all know that. The Browns coming into this with 4 wins, and the Bengals coming in with 5 wins, 6 wins. I apologize. I thought the Bengals were going to be able to run the table to make it to the playoffs with Joe Burrow, but unfortunately they could not. They lost that one game that screwed them over. I do think they're going to win this one, even with it being a division game. Bengals win this one 37-24. I do think the Browns are starting to look better. They're starting to get their shit together, I'd say. All right, next, what's a big one? the Saints taking on the Falcons. If the Falcons win, the Panthers get into the playoffs. So, Falcons win this one. However, let's talk about the last week's games. The Falcons, where is it? They beat someone. They beat the Rams 27-24. And the Saints beat the Titans 34-26. Obviously, both these teams are bringing it back. The NFC South is looking very even towards the end of this season. And I mean, it practically will be. Hi, baby. What are you doing? All right, my daughter, I think she's got a stuffy nose, so you might hear a little bit of sniffling behind me. I'll have to clean it out after this, probably. I got the Falcons winning this one. I have to hope and pray that they win this one. But I got them winning 28-24. What? What are you doing, baby? Yeah? All right, sorry. Next up, we got the Packers taking on the Vikings. Are you okay? Bless you. The Packers taking on the Vikings. Last week, the Packers got slaughtered by the Ravens, 41-24. Yeah. And the Vikings defeated the Lions, 23-10. Lions are worst, fellas. She's just talking to me now. The Vikings bringing it back if they win. I think if they win out this week, or I think if the Lions lose and the Vikings win, I think the Lions get last place in the division again, which is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. She just smiled at me. Sorry. And the Packers, if I'm not mistaken, this could possibly knock them. I don't think it'll knock them out of the playoffs. I think they're in. No, the Packers could get knocked out, I think. Maybe. We'll see. But I do think that this is a perfect scenario where the Vikings will probably knock the Packers out of the playoffs, which would be hilarious. And I do think Malik Willis will be starting. But I also think Max Brosmer is starting. So, in the end, I will take the Packers to win 27-10. That's right. I think it's going to be a bit of a blowout. All right, 2 more noon games. We got the Titans taking on the Jaguars. Last week, the Jaguars won 23-17 versus the Colts. And the Titans lost 34-26 to the Saints. The Titans, they're starting to step it up, but I don't think this is going to be enough. The Jaguars are still looking strong. I think that is similar to the Texans. That's 6 in a row. 7 in a row. So the Texans and the Jaguars bringing it back at the end of the season, and I do think that the Jaguars are going to continue to roll the Titans, and I think it's going to be a bit of a blowout. 28-7. No, I think the Titans will put up a bigger fight than that. I think it'll be 28-21. Yeah. Okay. Next up, we got the Cowboys taking on the Giants. Last week, the Giants defeated the Raiders 34-10 to, I think, give the Raiders a number 1 seed. Silly gooses. And the Cowboys beat the Commanders 30-23. Really? Yeah? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Yeah, she sounds very stuffy. I'm gonna pause it real quick and go clean her nose. So I will be back, chat, fellas. Okay? Give me. All right, I am so sorry. I got her nose clean. She is probably happy until she starts yelling at me again. We're on the Cowboys-Giants, I think. In the end, I think the Cowboys are going to win this one. It's pretty clear. The Giants are not good right now. Cowboys win this 34-20. All right, next up we got the Cardinals taking on the Rams. The Cardinals lost, Cardinals got destroyed by the Bengals, 37-14, and the Rams choked a big one to the Falcons, 27-24. They could have won. They could have gotten that one won, but they choked it. Thank God. So in the end, I do think the Rams will win this one. Sorry, I'm trying to rush this out, and I'm getting blown up by my sister. So we got a lot of shit going on today. The Rams are gonna win this one, 31-12. I don't think the Cardinals are gonna do that great. I think they're all but done with their season. Next up, we got the Chiefs taking on the Raiders. There's a lot of games still. The Chiefs lost to the Broncos 20-13, and the Raiders took the number 1 slot by losing to the Giants 34-10. And I think they all but have that slot set. The Chiefs are running their 3rd-string quarterback, and the Raiders are running a 19th-string quarterback in Geno Smith. I think he's terrible. The Chiefs, this game could go either way. I mean, both teams are pretty bad right now. The Chiefs did put up a fight against the number 2 seed Broncos now, I think. Bless you! In the end, I think the Chiefs do win this one. I think the Raiders are just so bad. I think they're probably resting their starters a bunch. So, yeah, I think the Chiefs win this one 21-10. Next, we got the Commanders taking on the Eagles. Why are you yelling at me? The Commanders lost 23-30 to the Cowboys, and the Eagles beat the Bills 13-12 when the Bills were stupid. The Commanders are done. They're resting their starters basically. What? The Commanders are all but done with their season, and the Eagles are looking to regain something here. They're looking to get at least like the number 2 seed. I don't know what they're competing for right now. I think they are close to getting the 2 seed. Hi. She's yelling at me. She wants attention. I got to get this done though, sweetheart. Yeah. I think the Eagles win this one handily. I don't think the Commanders are good at all anymore. I think they're all but done. Like I've said this 4 times, they're done. They're done. And the Eagles do dominate. I think they're going to blow the Commanders just about out of the water. 24-3. All right, Dolphins and the Patriots. The Patriots beat the Jets 42-10, and the Dolphins beat the Buccaneers 20-17. I'm gonna go pretty quickly on this one. Patriots win this one easily, 38-14. Next we have the Lions taking on the Bears. The Lions choking out a bunch, 23-10 loss to the Vikings. The Bears are looking great right now. 38-42 loss to the 49ers. In the end, I think the Lions they've fallen off. They're washed now. They could still win this one. I think they have a chance, but in the end, I do think they lose 24-13 to the Bears. What? Next, we got the Chargers taking on the Broncos. The Broncos won a close one to the Chiefs. Shouldn't have been that close. 20-13, and the Chargers lost a close one to the Texans, 20-16. I don't think the Chargers are playing Justin Herbert, so the Broncos win this one, 24-14. Sorry, I'm gonna rush through these last 2. Jets and the Bills. The Jets lost 42-10 to the Patriots. What? What's wrong? Yeah, you want attention, I know. And you're probably tired. I'm almost done, okay? All right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost done. And the Bills lost 12-13 when they decided to fuck around against the Eagles. The Bills win this one, 27-13. And finally, the Ravens and the Steelers, another big game. This is tomorrow at 7:20 p.m. They're all tomorrow, I just realized. My bad. This is for the AFC North. I think the Ravens are starting Lamar Jackson, so that is a big one for them. with that being said, I do think the Ravens will take this one barely. I think the Steelers will choke it away and miss the playoffs. So I have the Ravens winning this one 31 to 24. All right, I'm not going to do much for a preamble here or an ending here. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week for the playoffs. Peace.